Hello everyone, Kep1er's DOUBLAST. We've got another summer album here on the way. Up, I'm interested in just to see how it sounds separated from the music video. I mentioned in the reaction that it does seem like one of those songs that is so dynamic and changes up a lot that I'm wondering if it is a little messy when you're just listening to the audio version and you don't have that kind of video accompaniment to transition you between portions, and also you get distracted sometimes just watching the choreo. So I'm wondering how that's going to stand alone. And then we've got Le Voyage. It's got to be it can't just be Voyage, right? Not if you're gonna add a Le in front of it. It's got to be Voyage. It has to be, and it actually has a 9 in it, which I did not know. Attention, Good Night, which songs named Good Night are typically always good, right? I'm pretty sure that's just required. Thinking like Dreamcatcher, Mamamoo, right? And then Rewind. So let's go. Kep1er's Up. Start. Youngin really plays with her voice. The people had mentioned this part that was very familiar to me, sounded kind of reminiscent of Sistar's Shake It. Yeah, I think that might be what I'm thinking of. Yeah, it is a bit more stark this way. It's a good chorus. This post-chorus really works well, though. I don't know what it is. When it usually comes to groups, for me, like, who do you think of as the glue of a group that kind of holds the pieces together, as in, like, the parts, musically? I always personally think of the main vocal. Usually I think that's the obvious choice. But for Kep1er, I really feel like it's dying for me. For some reason, it's like it always comes back to her and her pieces kind of connecting everything. In my head, at least, it's probably just like a personal thing. I don't know. But really, I feel that way. This song is just as zany as they are. Ooh. I love that part, which is why I find the song so fitting for them. So dancey how it evolves into this chorus. This is one of those songs that speaking to my first point, I don't think is a performance song. We've spoken about that a lot, and I know that you guys have felt the same way about a lot of songs as well, to where you kind of enjoy it listening to it by itself, but really you just need to see the live performance. You need to see a stage of it. You need to see the music video. I think this is like halfway, not even, of that. I don't think it's a performance song. I think it leans a little bit to that direction, but I'm still very much enjoying it by itself. I just think with the choreography and their charisma and charms, it really just gives it a big boost. you have like the dancey chorus, you have these sweet sweeping synth portions, and then you have like the trap beat rapping parts. It's such a mishmash. Dance break portions are really hard to do when you're just listening to the audio version. So yeah, I think it loses a slight step from just seeing or just listening to it, but not nearly enough to call it like a performance song or anything like that. I still think it's a really, really solid comeback track from them. And with the video, it's fantastic. I love it with the video. Part of why I fell in love with this group in the first place, not only do I think they're super talented and I like their music that they put out so far, which hasn't been much. I haven't seen much of the Girls Planet stuff to see more of their talent on display, but it's the personalities. Like, clearly it's the personalities that first drew me to them, and having that in the video really just makes it so much better for me. So that's why I'm very excited to hear the rest of this album, and that I'm going to just be able to hear more from them. I mean, we didn't really get much on Queendom exactly when you want to talk about like original stuff that I had not heard before, because they didn't have much to do. It was basically the girls, and that was kind of it. The other songs were covers. So it's a nice new experience to be hearing some original content from them coming up. So Le Voyage is next. Let's go. All you French patrons are cringing. Ooh. I like hearing her get lines. Not that I don't think she gets a lot of lines, but I don't know. For some reason, I feel like I don't know her voice super well. It's very sweet. Oh my god, that's gotta be so cute to see her do that live. Hey, this song is awesome. They're like the two Bash Bros. Like they come in like a duo to fuck up the song, like not fuck it up, like, you know what I mean. I love how they're just a pairing that will just be put into any song, even this one that is super like light and atmospheric and emotional and beautiful, and I don't think this really takes away from it at all. But I just like how they're always paired together in this way. Like they kick the door down. Oh my god, this is such a cute fucking song, and like it's so pretty, and it's really bold in the way that they like actually are, making the onomatopoeia like sounds of like the ocean, or I don't know what tiki taka is exactly supposed to be, but but at least the swishing of the waves and all that. Oh, I really really like this song a lot, a whole lot. Who produced this track specifically? This might be my favorite song I've heard from them yet. Great freaking lyric. Like, it's hard in K-pop sometimes to come out with a very sweet song or even fan songs and not sound a little corny, not sound like a little too sweet, or anything like that. But this is just, it hits such a perfect medium, such a perfect level. It feels super genuine. It's written really well. At least the translations, I mean, come across really, really well. I love this song in almost every way. There's nothing I can really say is a negative about it. It's really, really bold with that chorus. It allows for you to take it in. It's a song that doesn't like force itself upon you. It's kind of like a tide like that. It really just lets you slowly experience it. And that's a kind of like tact and care that you need to be a little bit not like risky, maybe, I guess, in that I could see people not finding it impactful, but it is like just the opposite to me. Oh, it is a really really good song. A lot of the things that they do here with the mix reminds me, man, Iona Lee, I don't know exactly how you pronounce it. I think she's Swedish, but her other stage name is who am I is the name, is the artist name, and I always used to listen to her stuff back in like 2014, 2015. She has an album called Blue that is so goddamn good. I love it so much. It's very different maybe than you might be used to listening to, but I really highly recommend it. And I go on this big tangent because it's kind of a conceptual album. You listen to the sound of the names of the songs: Fountain, Hunting for Pearls, Tap Your Glass, Blue Blue, Ripple. It's all conceptual about like the ocean. And you could see that in the videos that she has for some of these songs too. And a lot of those soundscapes and the atmospheric sounds that she brings in this whole album, basically, you can feel that in this song. That kind of echoing, like rippling effect of just great expanse. But it's not one that's like scary like the ocean can be. It's almost like cleansing, that kind of thing, like a rebirth from the ocean. They nail it in this, that kind of sensation. And I really do recommend listening to especially something like Blue Blue. Listen to Blue Blue for that kind of sound, and I'm pretty sure that is the one, that's the right one. But the whole album is great. But anyway, yeah, this might be my favorite Kep1er song. Oof, that was great. Everyone was Youngun and Chaeyeon. Whoa, their portions that they have, I want to actually it's so hard to find like portions in, I don't know if I can, but their vocals are so good. I just want to see if I could, I'm trying to look to see like when they're highlighted, if I can scrub to it. Where the hell is it? That's not it. It might be after this. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so Youngin is doing it here, and before it's Chaeyeon that does it. Oh, their vocals are so goddamn good. What a great song. Oof. Okay. Let's move on to Attention. That's going to be a hard topper, but I'm thrilled that that is something that they perform on the stage for this comeback show, because I am going to want to hear that. Let's go. Attention. They're going for straight ass summer. Really tropical. Oh! Oh, I did not expect the chorus to suddenly get all pop rock. Hold on. Oh. Hold up. The new genre has already begun. You and my autograph? Mellow. I thought that was like a Carmelo Anthony reference for a second. I was like, there's no way. This song isn't a relaxing summer track though. It is up tempo. Is Jungin ever take a photo that she doesn't have her tongue out like that? Strong brass in the back. Like I said, they come in and say, hey, this is our song now, and they pull it in a completely different direction. I can't say I actually like distilled from the song, fine, I would like that, but that doesn't fit. Holy shit! Did I just not realize how great of a singer she is? I knew how good of a singer you were. This chorus is great. I like the rest of the song just fine, but the chorus is excellent. Oh. Then the post-chorus. Do you hear those like guttural? I just feel the choreo going like this constantly. Oh, all right. That song was just really, really accelerated from start to finish. This is such an opposite album of Luna's, where Luna's is way more lower key and kind of a relaxed summer album. That's like a summer nights album. This is a summer day album. Except I guess you could say Le Voyage. Le Voyage. I'm just gonna keep doing it to annoy you guys. Is more summer nights. But yeah, this one was super accelerated. I liked it. I liked it fine. Verses are all right. It has the very strange rap verse that slows it down and just doesn't seem like it fits. And yes, that happens all the time in K-pop. And I'm starting to like it more, like less and less, like a lot less, unless it's transitioned well, which can be done. But if it's just too stark, it breaks up the flow, especially if I'm feeling the chorus a lot and it switches to that. But the chorus, I think, in this song is really, really great. It's very fun. Bright song. I like it. I like it overall. But man, I don't think anything is gonna top the song previous to that. We'll just say that. All right, we got two more. Good Night is the next one. Let's see if you can hold up your end of the bargain, Kep1er, and come out with a song titled Good Night that is also great. I'm probably missing a ton of other good nights. Oh. I like Mikaru's filtered voice. It sounds like such a young love summer break kind of song. I really love her voice. Oh, does it really feel like that, man? This song just really feels like your first experience of love, like in high school and like summer break. At least it was that for me, of like that kind of stuff evolved towards the end of a school year, and then it was summer to where then you got to explore that side. You get to kind of find out what that's all about. And it's funny because now, over a decade later, just so you know, even though as new as it feels and how you're just all figuring it out, you don't really know what you're doing and it feels exciting and fresh and kind of scary at the same time, you still won't know what you're doing a decade later. So I really like the song because it brings up a lot of just really great, poignant memories. Like, this is a very innocent sounding song. I don't know why it's like slightly making me emotional thinking about it though. This song is exactly what it needs to be. It's a really just feel-good, straightforward summer song. Play this in the car with the windows down. I like that. Exactly what it needs to be. Does it, not something that's gonna blow my mind, but is exactly, accomplishes what it sets out to do. I enjoy that song, and feels just so, I don't know, like it really captures a sensation or a feeling, at least for me, and what I'm placing my own kind of perspective on it, which is what we all do with music. But yeah, I like that track. It's funny how that feels. That moment specifically feels like it was so long ago, which it was, 13, 14 years ago, but it also feels like it was yesterday. Crazy. Life is nuts. All right, let's move on to Rewind, final song of the album. Let's do it.
문득 떠올라 우리가 만났던 눈부신 그날 소중하게 간직해둔 그 순간 잠시도
Oh, they actually have a lot of, slower summer night type songs on here.
예쁜 장면들마다 날 비춰준 건 너야 별처럼 빛나는 사랑으로 함께한 시간들 속에서 가장 행복했던 순간으로 다시 되감아 설렘 속에 피어나 그리운 계절들 깨고 싶지 않은 꿈 같아 모든 순간들 같은 꿈을 꾸는 나와 나 We always shine the light Make it last forever and ever 오늘도 rewind
You got a bit of the 70s in there, but also like a big bandy feel kind of thing with all that brass.
and ever 오늘도 rewind 선명해져
And then it slows down completely.
언제 꺼내봐도 행복하니까 맘속 깊이 차올라 잊을 수 없게 슬픈 장면들마다 날
Like, I'm sorry, I can't hear stuff like this.
봐도 행복하니까 맘속 깊이
Without thinking of like a 70s buddy cop movie or like a porno. Like that's all I can think of.
차올라 잊을 수 없게 슬픈 장면들마다 날 감싸준 건 너야 따스한 온기의 한마디로 함께한 시간들 속에서 가장 아름답던 순간으로
Oh, yes, layered vocal.
설렘 속에 피어나 그리운 계절들 깨고 싶지 않은 꿈 같아 모든 순간들 같은 꿈을 꾸는 너와 나 We always shine the light Make it last forever and ever 오늘도 rewind You are always on my mind So I'm not lonely now
Yeah, bring the English.
And I'm just telling you tonight 날 지켜준 마음 고마운 그 마음
I like when anyone does spoken word in a song to like just really hit those emotional notes when they always overlay it towards the end. The vocal start before that last line is finished.
Tonight 날 지켜준 마음 고마운 그 마음 이제는 영원히 함께
So it like almost blends into the song and doesn't feel as separated.
To stay
Oh!
없이 피어나 그리운 계절들 다시 꾸고 싶은 꿈 같아
Is this a different key than before?
바래지지 않을 너와 나 We always shine the light Make it
This is another song that is just like the last one in that it does exactly what it sets out to do, kind of deal. Like, it's not anything that's blowing my mind, but it captures a feeling so well. Like, this is such a great summer album in that it's reminding me of my summer experiences. Like the very summer that I'm bringing up, like that first summer where you get to actually explore and experience like either you're like your first relationship or something when you're young. Young love is what this is thinking me of. And when everything is just golden and roses and your honeymoon period in a relationship is one thing, but your first relationship honeymoon period, you're thinking you're gonna marry that person. You're gonna be, and chances that you're gonna marry your first relationship are like slim to none, basically. And but you're dead set on it. And that first honeymoon period especially is just golden, golden. And then when things either dissipate or change or whatever, you really think about those times and how everything was so perfect. And it is that feeling of like, I wish I could just live this summer over and over again. I wish I could be as free as that, little to no responsibilities, and just finding out, who I am, kind of deal. And that's a bit of what this feeling is. Just rewind everything and do it all over again. So yeah, solid album. I'd say without a doubt, Le Voyage is my favorite, without a doubt. That song is really good. It might be my favorite Kep1er song, period, even though it's very different from like all the things we know Kep1er to be, like Wadada, like Mask, like The Girls, like Up, like that kind of song. It's so different, and I don't know if that's necessarily why I like it the most. I just think it really stands out, not only in the discography of Kep1er, but it really stands out amongst the discography of K-pop. Like, it's a very unique song unto itself, and I think it's a really great achievement in that way. So I love it. Yeah, let me know what your favorites are on this album. What do you think of the album as a whole? Where would you rank things after a Voyage? I don't know where I would honestly rank things. The last three songs I like. I like them all, but I don't like love them. So I don't know how I would really rank this. But yeah, let me know your rankings. I've definitely separated myself these days from doing like very strict rankings, especially when these are only first listens, and we always know that my opinion changes over time. I could go on and start hating a song, I could start loving a song that I hated. It's just the way it is. But yeah, thank you guys so much for checking this out with me. I'm very excited to see the full showcase. It's like an hour long. We're gonna put that one up on Patreon as well. I don't know if it'll be up today as I post this. More likely tomorrow, I would say. But yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.